Na Bliskom istoku došlo je do eskalacije sukoba. Iran je u subotu navečer po našem vremenu s više stotina dronova i raketa napao Izrael. 99% projektila izraelske snage i njihovi saveznici Sjedinjene Američke Države, Francuska, Velika Britanija su oborili. O tome i mogućem razvoju situacije razgovaram s izraelskom veleposlanicom u Bosni i Hercegovini, njenom ekscelencijom Galit Peleg. Your Excellency, welcome to our program.
Thank you very much, and hello everybody, and thank you for having me on your show.
Israel fended off Iranian attack on Saturday with the help of your allies in the region and around the world. Will Israel retaliate against Iran or hold back?
Look, it's a big dilemma. We have no intention to deteriorate the region for a war, and therefore we are not looking for these disputes and we're not looking for more conflicts in the region. As you know, we are in the middle of a war in Gaza against Hamas terrorists, and it's not our intention to start another front. Unfortunately, we were severely attacked. And lucky enough, like you mentioned, we managed to defend ourselves. I think it's a big dilemma. I think that my government would do its utmost not to deteriorate the situation, as long as Iran gets the message that we're not attacking back, not because we cannot, but it is the wise thing to do. I hope they get a message that it's not good for them to do it again. As far as I understand from my government, we will keep the right to react in the time that we find appropriate.
What Israeli public want in this moment? De-escalation or retaliation? Look,
in the last 6 months, Israeli civilians are in a country that is in a state of war. I think the public in Israel is not looking for wars. What we want is to be able to live our lives peacefully with our neighbors and to invest in economy, in education, like a normal country. I don't think the Israeli public is seeking for retaliation, but we do seek for security. And I think the public will vote for anything that will bring them security. We don't want to be living in a situation that, it seems like everything is okay, but in every second you might be hearing the sirens and be forced to run to shelter. We want to have normal life. So we are not looking for wars, that's for sure.
World leaders collectively condemned Iran's attack against Israel. USA, France and Great Britain helped to intercept the projectiles. What Israel expects from the international community at this moment?
I have to say that we appreciate very much the support and for Israel and the condemnation that the international community, most of the international community conveyed in the last 24 hours. And it is very important that the world stands firmly against aggressiveness of Iran and the threats. And we saw that it's not only empty words, these threats, but actual attacks. And we believe that Israel is not the last front that is being threatened by the Iranians. Israel is only the buffer. So it's very important, this firm stand of the European Union, of European countries, including your Prime Minister, that said that she stands with the condemnation of the EU and the Americans, of course. What the world should do now, the international community, what we expect is several things. We saw that the Iranians are not only threatening, but they are actually doing. So we would like to see the international community firmly declares the Islamic Revolution Guards the terror organization. We want the international community to expand the sanctions regime on Iran because we know for sure that their strategic and especially nuclear capabilities must be stopped. And look, there were over 300 missiles and UAVs launched at Israel, but the same UAVs are being used to attack Ukraine. And Israel is not the last, like I said, it's not the last target. So the whole international community should be enlightened and united against this aggression and take practical measures like sanctions, like really preventing their strategic capabilities in order to protect not only Israel, but also Europe.
How will the Iranian attack affect your operations in Gaza? Are we closer or further from ending the conflict?
Look, since 7th of October, Israel is in a situation that we know that is supported by Iran. We are dealing with the proxies of Iran. Hamas is being supported by Iran. Hezbollah in Lebanon is definitely a proxy of Iran and is being launching rockets and UAVs at Israel, the north of Israel in the last 6 months. We are trying to contain that conflict in the north because, as I said, we don't want to deteriorate the region for a bigger war. But we know for sure that Iran is behind Hezbollah, is supporting Hamas, supporting the Houthis in Yemen, and we are unfortunately experiences the results of all this region. We want to finish this war in Gaza. We want the hostages to be back home. We want Hamas to stop the terror activity from Gaza. And that has, it has to do with Iran, but Israel is capable to deal with several fronts. We are not aspiring for this. We want to bring tranquility, stability to the region. We want to go back to our lives, but we cannot forget that we still have over 100 people who are being captured by Hamas terror organization in Gaza. And as long as they are not home, we cannot just go back to our normal life. So Israel will have to deal with all fronts. And we hope that that the front with Iran will not deteriorate. And we really hope that this war in Gaza will come to an end in a way that Israeli citizens will feel that they are secured and safe. And I think that will be for the benefit of the whole region.
Your Excellency, thank you for the time you set aside for this conversation.
Hvala lepo. Doviđenja.
Poštovani gledatelji, bila je ovo njezina ekscelencija Galit Peleg, veleposlanica Izraela u Bosni i Hercegovini.